Greetings, this is Brian from the Autistic SuperBlog, here to talk to all my readers about the SuperBlog versus. In this case, it'll be the SuperBlog versus WWE Clash of Champions 2020. I really hadn't thought about an intro to this, so I'm just gonna wing it and just go right up the card. Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews for the United States title. I think that it's a good idea to have Bobby Lashley win, or if he can't win by DQ, because I think the He and the Hurt business are really picking up steam. Same could be said for the Street Profits, who are going up against Andrade and Angel Garza for the WWE Raw Tag Team titles. I think the Street Profits will win, if nothing else, to show that Andrade and Angel are going their separate ways. This one could be the sleeper. This next one could be the sleeper of the show. The Triple Threat Ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental title. It's the same Razor Shawn WrestleMania 10 kind of deal, but with a little added thing to it. Jeff Hardy, who's the current Intercontinental Champion, against Sami Zayn, who people may not know, refrained from defending the title due to the COVID situation, versus AJ Styles in a ladder match. Considering these are two of the greatest high flyers in AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy, I think it's going to be a great match. Adding Sami Zayn, it could be an awesome match. If I had to guess who's going to win, only because I think it's the right choice, I have to go with Sami Zayn. A Lucha House Party versus Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team titles. I think that I want to see the Lucha House Party win, but I think that Cesaro and Shinsuke have a lot of momentum for themselves, and I think that they'll take this challenge. Women's tag team titles: Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus the Riot Squad. This one could be another good match. I mean, the Riot Squad are just getting back together, and I think that they're going to be champions one day, but not tonight. I think that Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are going to win, but I think it's good for the Riot Squad to play a chase, to play a chase for the titles. Get it probably at Survivor Series, maybe Royal Rumble next year. Who knows? The SmackDown Women's Championship, Nikki Cross challenging Bayley. This one's been one of the greater ones for. This has been one of the greater builds for this match. Even though I know it's going to be going to Sasha Banks and Bayley eventually. If it had to be short term, I have to go with Nikki Cross. Nothing against Nikki Cross, but Bayley and Sasha Banks is the marquee match in this case. If Nikki Cross doesn't win, then she'll win by DQ, I think. Next one is the Universal Championship, Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns. This is going to be interesting, because Roman Reigns is now with. You could say that Roman Reigns is a Paul Heyman guy, literally in this case. I think this is going to be a good showing by Jey Uso when it comes to singles matches, but I think in this particular case, I think that Roman Reigns will win. Kind of gives him a lot more legitimacy as a heel. Finally. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for an ambulance match for the WWE title. This one's a little tough for me because Randy Orton's been good, but I think in this particular case, Drew McIntyre has been better as WWE Champion. He's actually held his own. I'm going to say on a whim, Drew McIntyre wins. And I consider the same thing for Asuka in her match with Zelina Vega for the Raw Women's Championship. Zelina's a good wrestler. She's a good manager. She just needs a little bit more time to get better. But I think Zelina will be champion one day, just not today. I'm gonna call for Asuka to win. So there you have it. And as of 5:42 p.m. on September 26, 2020, this is the Autistic Super Blog with the Super Blog versus. And until next time, shine on.